Well, we're going to get you cooking, and good morning to everyone. We're going to get you cooking in a healthy way that is going to taste amazing. Please welcome the Looney Spoon sisters, Janet and Greta Podleski. How are you? How you doing? Good. So this time of year, a lot of us are into the maple syrup. It's usually a great time. We know that this year we've had a really cold winter, so we don't know how it's going to be.
Spring is just around the corner, right? And you know how they say to eat local and eat seasonal? What could be more local and seasonal than good old Ontario maple syrup, right?
Absolutely. So you're inspired by maple syrup for both your recipes on the show today.
That's right. It's by far our favorite natural sweetener, and I think I would probably drink it from a wine glass if that was allowed.
It's allowed.
Hey, where did you get that from?
She always has that handy, that Janet.
I'm magic.
There are a lot of things that you can do with maple syrup that don't involve baking or pancakes or anything sort of dessert-like, and we like to use it in marinades. So today we're going to use maple syrup as a base for a marinade for pork tenderloin. And the reason that I wanted to bring this recipe today, Janet and I talked about it, it is by far our #1 most favorite recipe ever.
Of all time in 18 years.
And that's the
most fan feedback from.
Yes.
So if you haven't
it
made
looks
this,
amazing. And even the presentation, the fact that you've got it out there in a platter, you've got your sweet potato and your asparagus there, that is a complete meal.
It's beautiful.
It looks amazing, and pork tenderloin is, a lean meat.
It is. Just remember that loin means lean. That's a good way to pick cuts, and I think that my loin is very tender.
Your loin is tender. I was touching it earlier. It's very tender.
Is it good for your loin to be tender, or do you want it to be firm like
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yours is a little bit
firm.
firm.
Let's start with maple syrup, okay? So we're starting the marinade with ½ a cup of pure Canadian maple syrup.
And it's good to know that maple syrup, scientists recently discovered 54 new compounds that are related to health, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It's loaded with good stuff. It's not just a sweet nothing.
Right.
Right?
Okay, so you're getting more than just the sweet.
Okay, I use the reduced sodium soy sauce, and if you want to keep this recipe gluten-free, you can just buy the gluten-free soy sauce.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to add the spices. This is curry powder, and we're going to use ground coriander.
Nice.
Now, don't be afraid of the curry in this. A lot of people say to me, I'm not really a curry person. This doesn't end up tasting super curry-like. It just adds a little bit of heat to it.
Okay.
And then we have 2 tablespoons of ketchup. I know that seems like an unusual ingredient in here, but trust me, it all works together. Some Dijon, and then we have just a little bit of crushed garlic.
Nice.
And 1 teaspoon of Worcester sauce.
So it's all common, everyday ingredients that people have in their pantry.
Okay, nothing fancy or unusual.
Do I have a zester here?
Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh, Tracy,
were you using this to shade your legs?
I was a little bit just before the show.
It is
just a couple of hairs I didn't get to this morning, so thanks.
So a little bit of grated orange zest, and this is going to make it taste amazing. You could use lemon, but oranges.
Just remember always when you're zesting to buy organic, so you're not zesting all the pesticides right into your marinade.
Or wash heavily, because some of us can't, a lot of us aren't into buying organic fruits and vegetables for whatever reason. It could be the price.
Yeah.
But
give
so
it a
wash
good scrub. Give it a good scrub. So, okay, I'm doing about maybe 2 teaspoons of orange zest there, and then it just gets whisked together.
A little goes a long way with the zest.
I've got 2 big pieces of pork tenderloin, but you can just base it on like with the size of your family, because this marinade would do 1, it would do 4. Like it makes a lot of sauce. So I'm pouring it over my pork tenderloin.
I'm totally stealing this recipe.
Yeah, you're gonna
like it.
Such a good family
because I would use this marinade for salmon.
It's really good with salmon.
I would use it for a bunch of different things.
Okay, so that gets all marinating in the fridge for at least an hour. You could do it in the morning, you could do it the night before, it doesn't really matter, but it needs at least an hour. And then you're taking the entire casserole dish as it is, putting it in the oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes.
Nice.
When it comes out, it's going to be nice and browned like that.
Perfection.
And Janet stole my tongs.
She stole your microplane, I'm stealing your tongs. Tongs are on sale at La Senza.
Those aren't tongs, Janet.
Close.
They just bring me along for the comedy.
I don't buy my tongs at La Senza.
You don't,
No, I don't. Okay, so I just kind of slice it thinly as we did in the platter. There maybe ½ an inch.
Yeah.
And I take the extra sauce from the pan and drizzle it over top. And I love serving it with something green like that.
Yeah.
And then
Tracy,
a nice bright vegetable.
Something like this, you can see, you'd almost want to eat like half the thing yourself. It's that kind of a yum factor. It's good to think of a Japanese expression, hara hachi bu. Only eat till you're 80% full. It's really important. And if you do that, you'll be satisfied and enjoy the meal a lot more. They say a stomach 8/10 full needs no doctor.
I know,
and that's just
but
a
I have
good
a hard
philosophy.
time doing that.
So when you're eating, don't say to yourself,
I
Am
want
full?
more.
Am I full? Say to yourself, am I
still hungry? Like there's a difference
huge
between that,
difference
right?
between those two, right?
Well, you actually have to kind of take some time when you're eating too, because if you eat like me and you're a Hoover,
Yeah.
there's no time for your brain to think
That's
about the
right.
fact that you're actually not hungry anymore.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Now
Slow
look
it
what I'm
down.
doing. Balsamic vinegar.
Oh, lovely.
Olive oil. More maple syrup. We are making maple balsamic vinaigrette salad dressing, which is going to be your new favorite.
Yum.
Has a little bit of juice in it. This is apple. You could use cranberry or orange.
Oh, I like
some
that.
freshly squeezed lemon juice.
And see,
then
all going into a mason jar, so you can just shake it up and keep it in the
These
fridge.
are finely minced shallots, and then I have some Dijon and garlic, and then I add a little bit of minced fresh dill. Shake
Lovely.
it all together and keep it in your fridge. There's no need to buy store-bought salad dressing when it's this easy to make your own, and you can keep this for a week.
Yeah.
And Janet,
For
I'm
a
gonna
week,
start
that's
with
it? I
Well,
keep that for a month.
No, it
but then
would-
again, I've
with
said
no-
this before in the show, it's shocking that I'm alive.
with no preservatives.
This is not going to last.
Right?
Okay.
Like the store-bought salad dressings have all the other ingredients in it that make it keep for 6 years in your fridge, right?
6 years.
Yeah.
This one doesn't.
Including
so.
a lot of sugar and corn syrup in those ones. Plus, you don't really want to buy fat-free because your body needs the fat to absorb all the stuff from the vegetables, the lycopene, the beta-carotene, calcium. You need fat to absorb it anyway. So
Oh my
That's
God,
good.
I
Let me
love
smell.
this dressing. It's a maple balsamic
Oh,
vinaigrette.
that smells amazing.
yeah, this is my favorite salad dressing of all time.
That's
I just
so
love
good.
it. I wish I had invented it, but my sister did.
Oh, there
Yes,
you
but
go.
you can put it in these little
At least you're
bottles
giving
and give
her
it to someone
props.
as a little hostess gift,
Isn't that
right?
beautiful? That's really nice. I love that.